Welcome back, everyone. Today my video is on an armadillo, and this project targets our preschoolers as well as 4s and 5s, and it's a very cute looking picture of an armadillo who's out in the middle of nowhere. There is design and pattern incorporated into this thing. Again, I highly encourage an adult or elder sibling to work alongside the younger one. It motivates them, makes them move forward. I have used watercolor inks, so I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, it's Daisy, and I've got for you a video on Armadillo. He is so adorable, and it's for our preschoolers, so it's just a matter of kind of going step by step into it. So let's start. Let's not waste any time. Find the middle of your paper. So start working with your toddler to get orientation done of simple steps. 2 circles that are touching each other for his 2 eyes. So there's my 2 eyes. It's okay if they can be big or small, doesn't matter. And 2 little dots on the inside of these eyes so that they become something that allows him to see what he wants to see. Next, ears. Find the outside of the eye, touch, and make a line going away from the eye. Leave it alone. Come back to the eye, move away, and add one more line that becomes like a curve. So that would be his ear. Go to the other side, one more line again, and again, curve. So there you go. 2 ears are done. Go down between your eyes right over here and create a circle. This would become his nose. You would use the side of the circle to make a line that will go up from the outside of the eye right there. So you want to make it that wide that it's going towards the outside of the eyes. Next, touch your eye, and you are going near from under your ear, and you're going to attach his cheeks to the mouth. You will do it to both sides. Now, I want you to stop the video whenever you think you need time to work on a step. Don't feel like it's going too fast. This is your time to just stop and catch up. Under the nose now, short straight line right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the cheeks and you're going to add a curved line coming down, and that will connect to that short line. You will do the same on the other side, and you're going to connect again. These are his feet. Again, stop the video and please catch up. Next, you are going to add his toes. So 1 toe, 2, and of course 3. So 1 curve. Call them a rainbow curve because kids have had the opportunity to see a rainbow somehow. Most parents take the time for that, so it becomes like a landmark on how to draw certain lines. So you can definitely use that. Go to the cheek now. Don't touch the leg line, and make a straight line away from the shell like that. Do the same on the opposite side too. So you've got 2 lines that are moving out, but they are connected to the cheek. Make sure you got them down, and it's okay to be a little up or down because remember, it's all about understanding how to draw. Now I'm going to make a rainbow curve that connects both lines together. This is a shell. Did you know that when an armadillo gets scared, he jumps up in the air and he shakes a little bit and he rolls himself into a ball? And this protects him from anybody that wants to maybe do something different. I'm sure the armadillo has his own ideas about how he likes to leave. So I'm making one more line, just like the bottom line. And this is where we're going to start adding a little bit of a pattern. Now, I've seen little kids make a ton of lines here, and that's okay. And if you wanted to add not as many lines, you don't have to. So it's really what you want to do. How about the rest of the shell? So you're going to add patterns in there. So what that means is this is the first line across, and you can add into this circles. Big circles, small circles. because if you ever get a chance to see a real life armadillo, you will notice that there's a lot of patterns on his shell. Then, and because he's not very colorful, sometimes they don't come across very clearly. Like in the case of, for example, a peacock. You have a lot of colors, but then each color has a different pattern. So sometimes that helps us to see things a little bit more clearly. So that's my first line. Now again, stop the video and please catch up. Now let's take this up again. We're adding one more line in between and a big line on top of it. So, and now that we made circles here, in the big line, we're going to add straighter lines, just like this. So this is all about design and pattern, the elements of art. It's a good thing to kind of think about all of these things with your little toddler because they start becoming more observant. They will point out things as you make them, expose them to so much more. Please stop the video, catch up. Now let's take it to the next step. Here, another line, and again, I'm going to add more patterns. So this completes the shell, completes his face and his legs. He has a tail too. So you can stick the tail from the side. So stop the video, finish everything that you've got here, and then when you restart, touch the shell and make a tiny little tail that will come out from the side like this. This is our little armadillo. Now, what do we want to do with him next? Next, we want to create a horizon line. So we can make a line across the back like this. And that will be ground where he's standing, and that is your sky. And you could think of doing a sun or something later on. Now, I suggest you paint. And these lines, if you go over them with a Sharpie, it'll be easy to paint over them and it won't cause you too much misery at all. Remember, when you paint one section, go to another section that is not painted. So starting from the top, so that means our sky, I have what we call watercolor inks because I get a lot more from them and I like the vibrancy of these colors. Remember to get your little ones to trace. It is always a good idea to start with a round tip brush with the littler ones and let them get comfortable with managing that brush around the shape and the form of your drawing. So you want to kind of talk to them about what you would like to be able to do. If you are working alongside your little toddler and you're doing your own picture just like they are, it will really help them to kind of work well. That I can promise you. But the other thing that is important to note here is when you work alongside your toddler, and if they decide to tell you what you missed on, please take it in your stride and, you know, don't kind of feel like, well, they don't know. This will help them kind of navigate, not only themselves, they're kind of, you're letting them navigate you, but they're also making a lot more sense of every step that they do. And it is so nice to watch them just kind of look at something and say, all right, now this is this, and I've got it, and I'm going to be working on my next step. And they go forward with so much confidence. It's wonderful to watch. I advise a lot of the parents who stop to talk to me in the school about if they have questions about what they can do. I always tell them, draw with your child. They'll feel like even you have a passion for art. One. Second, intentionally, every now and then, blunder. Allow them to help you fix it. This will make them stronger, and it will also start the process of understanding critique at a very young age for these little kids. Think of it from all these perspectives. You don't want to leave the nails or anything, any other color apart from that of what you're doing for their skin, because for the most part, they have a very monochromatic body. That means they don't have too many colors on their bodies. So having said that, you want to not have to worry about leaving spaces to create more colors. This is your armadillo, and what we would like to do is also give you a ground. So again, I always encourage my students in the schools to create a tracing outline. And that is a beautiful grass that's under his feet. Now remember, armadillos live out in the desert. Doesn't mean to say that you may not find them in closer to the cities, where they might be more green. So which is why I've made blue sky and green. But you can of course change up your backgrounds. You can make it more desert-like, and that will run as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you for joining.